Ladies and gentlemen, there's no one filling into the chat just yet because hardly anyone watches these. But anyways, welcome to part 15 of the Trails of Cold Steel Quartz Randomizing, the series where I spend my time spinning a wheel to determine what I end up being able to put in specific slots. For example, on this save file specifically, we've got two people using Earth Quartz and Millium and Crow. Yes, that's why Millium gets to keep her default one, or we could just switch over to Iron just to make things a little bit more spicy. But then again, that just means more defense, and that might not be the best for what you might want to do with Millium. Who knows? We've got 3 people on water in Lure, Fee, and Weed, and of course we've got some people on fire, some people on wind, some time, no space, no mirage. That's actually not the best, because I know where you get a number of these quartzes in Cold Steel 2. I don't think we're going to be having many water quartzes for a while, except there's in a chest I have to go find. Oh god, I got to do the... Oh, hold on a second. Oh wait, hang on, I've got a water bin line. Oh, thank goodness I can heal in the first bit of Cold Steel 2. Anyway, that's Cold Steel 2. That doesn't matter. We're off to Legram and all of that various stuff. And I'm going to make an initiative. First of all, controller. That's a better option, just straight up. Better than the click attacks of a keyboard. Not only that, but I am going to definitely stop skipping the text because it's much more fun being able to actually read and possibly understand things instead of being like, oh, now I've got to check the notebook again and continuously. Although I'm not sure if I'll read the lines or not. I'll determine that as we go along. First things first, we'll change from Brehard to go to Legram. So apparently it will take them the entire morning to get to Legram. Fair enough, train travel can be a pain in the arse. I wouldn't know, I haven't been on a train in many years. And of course, this is the first bloody field trip that's not going to be filled with goddamn awful, I don't like you, no, I don't like you more, yeah, and then hate fucking occurs. Wait, there's students? Let's not say that again. Meanwhile, the other group, if you didn't see the last part, they're off to the Jiwai Economic Zone, an area that got annexed by the Empire that is classed as its own area in a way, which is basically just a way to be able to make tons of money off of it. Similar to what the Empire would easily want to do to Crossbell if Calvert didn't. I would be like, hang on, no, I'm going to annex Crossbell if they do anything stupid. For more information on Crossbell's stupidity, play Trails from Zero and Trails to Ashore. 2 games I don't have on PC. but I have played through Ashore. I finally, during my month-long not streaming break, I finally got around to actually finishing Ashore. And I gotta say, Ashore is definitely a good game. Same with Zero. I don't know why we never got them localized into the West for such a long time. And that baffles me, mainly just because these games are good games. Why would you not localize good games? And secondly, Exceed was too busy localizing Sky the Third. I would assume was the other main reason. Was Sky First Chapter actually out before Crossbell games were even released in Japan? I don't know. Anywho, we're off to Legram. A place that's saturated on a lake with a castle on that bit. And character that's deciding to show up, aren't you meant to be in Crossbell for most of this point in time frame? Lector Wando.
Huh? What are you doing here, Lex? You missed me already?
Sure did. I'm gonna be back in Crossbell starting the day after tomorrow.
He has to, because there are cutscenes later on in the timeline that he is in Crossbell for.
See you again in this lifetime, so I figured I'd drop by and say hello.
Lector, don't.
You're so silly. There's no way you or Gramps would die that easily.
Millium needs to keep her fucking mouth shut, but hey, you know.
Who's he?
Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intel. We saw him while we were on our field. He's the one supposedly responsible for negotiating with the Republic's army to prevent it.
Whatever that negotiations were, we will never know.
Look like someone who's
You may have just noticed a cat running past. That's Celine. She's just going to run onto the train and will appear in Legram. Though we will never actually physically see her while we're controlling Reed, so that's fun.
I'm not gonna
William says unconvincingly.
Unlike you, I'm a little angel.
She lies way too much. Or does the lady possess too much? Is that the better way to go about things? Ah, whatever.
Do you have any idea how much overtime we put in just...
Huh? Passenger service bound for Heimdall. We ask that all passengers wishing to board, please wait.
If you'll excuse us, I'm afraid we need to catch this train.
Sure thing. Good luck out there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'd prefer it if you referred to me as secretary rather than captain in public. After all, I am a second secretary.
Well then, if you
Well, whatever.
you better bring me back.
Well, the Wandle doing random shit here aside, we need to catch a train. Especially since it seems to be running. Well, instead of chugging? Okay, well, me coming up with ways to describe movement of a train aside. Can I just hold B full thing? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, good. Oh, Turbo is still hold even on PC for PC as well. No, that just sucks. Ugh. I recommend the PS4 version if you're going to play Cold Steel.
Hope she gets the chance to soak in the good times at school like I did.
Well,
Flashback. Lecter went to Junus Academy in LaBelle at one point. And then now for the actual reason why Wandle's here.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's time to make my exit.
not so fast. Didn't you have something you were supposed to give me?
They don't... Maybe you should consider giving up this teaching gig and coming to work for us. I'll bet we could offer double what the...
Trying to recruit Sarah aside, this is to do with terrorism. Well, potential
This
terrorists.
is a list of every member of the Imperial Liberation Front we're aware of at present. We made progress in identifying their...
I see. I suppose I should think.
Oh, one more thing.
I'm listening.
Their primary target is Crossbell City, but there's a chance that something else will be going down within the Empire at the same time.
So apparently Claire has the power of playing trails to ashore. As of course Crossbell's not the only target, that would be dumb. What are they going to do? Just go in there and get murdered by the Red Constellation? Oops. This is when, if I had any editing skills whatsoever, an image of ashore would pop up. Okay, I played ashore for several hours, multiple days in a row, so that's on my own accord for why I just dumbfounded in that sense. Anywho, it's time for our explanation of Legram. Well, maybe not, because we need to have Million being like, oh my god, I can see so many things while in a train, even though she has gone around these areas on Alligatum. Why does she have to be such a child? I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Be childlike. That's not a bad thing. But there are times you need to contain your excitement. Okay, so there's only 2 years out between 2 and 3, so. Ugh. You know what? It's a good thing that Milliam is not an option in Cold Steel 4. That would be very fucked up. Unlike the incest option. Anyway, Laura explains to us what there is in Legram, including the fact that her father runs the province. Although the area itself, but Legram is a part of the Albawea province. Of the Albawea stuff, which means that technically Eustace's dad runs the show, but Legram seems to be more self-sufficient. To be fair, it is on a lake, so I mean it would probably have some fish aspects to it. I say here's a way to bump up tourism: build a Butlins right next to it. It would boost it exponentially. Just take a look at Minehead. It's never been any better. The politics occurs. Reforms are a good idea because it helps make things better for your average person overall. But you can't just tear everything out immediately. That's not how it goes. Reforms require easing into, not crashing through at breakneck speed. See Brexit. Of course, Queen's more interested in the fact that it's where the RC school has been passed down for many a generation. Although he himself uses the 8-leaf Swan school, and also there's plenty of crossover from RC to Thunder style for swordsmanship. So ultimately, you know, it's not the worst thing ever. Viscount RC is known as the Radiant Blade Master. He is super strong. We'll learn that later. But to be fair, if you're getting taught by someone like him, it's like, oh, you're going to learn at least some good lessons, at the very least. Even if you're not going to be as strong. We've got our blade playing to do now. Because I am insane like that. And we get ourselves... Oh, we're getting bolted. Yeah, that was happening. We'll just play the free. Let's just amp things up slowly. We get bolted. Fair enough. If I get bolted again, right, okay, fuck you, I'm just gonna mirror now.
I didn't expect that.
I'm just gonna waste
Well played.
time because, like, I've got good cards. I don't want to accidentally get bolted another 2 times. Okay, so we won't get bolted another 2 times, and we win.
I admit defeat. Well done.
Woo, we win.
Please go easy up. Shall we drop?
Apparently I will be going easy on you, Emma.
Sorry, I'm using.
Ah! No, you're not keeping that. Fuck off. No, fuck you.
Wasn't
We're gonna have to use a free. Let's mirror.
This could be.
We have to play the 6. Ah,
Oh no, this could be.
we've lost, I think.
It looks as though
Yeah, we've lost. Damn it, we got bad luck on that one. To be honest, I don't need to do this stuff. I could just waste all my festival tickets on whoever I want. Oh god, this is also not. This is also not good. He started with a 6. That. Ooh. I'm just gonna. Oops, I accidentally draw. Ow. Do it again. I'm just insane. Ouch. No. No. What the fuck, mirror? He got nothing but bolts left? Oh, well I've lost because I've only got 1 card left. Oh shit. No. Not like this. Ah! Okay, yeah, he won. Ah well. Oh, we're so close to getting into the next level. Right. Gaius.
Go ahead and draw. I'll go first then. I'll use a bolt. I hate to do this.
Ah! Mirror.
Well played.
Bolt.
Well done. Lost.
I win! He only had 2s. Ha! So he got bad luck. Yay! And Miriam, who's really excited to be on the train. Fair enough.
Come on, draw a card.
Uh,
I guess.
okay, this is not a good starting position. Okay, we're just gonna
Come on, draw another one.
do that.
You're up first, I guess. Come on, draw another one.
Are you?
You're up first, I guess. Come on, draw another one.
Stop drawing me!
Come on, draw another one.
What the fuck, Miriam? Miriam, stop it!
Come on.
Okay, we've got no cards.
I'm going first.
Okay. Ah, fuck, I didn't fucking... She had 3 bolts in the mirror still. Oh, Miriam, you... Me getting beaten up by Miriam aside, let's just leave. If you do talk to Miriam, she'll start falling asleep and being like, I'm awake, definitely awake. Which, to be fair, when you're on public transport, maybe that's a good thing. I, for one, get motion sick. Why do I like racing games so much? Okay, well. Yeah, woo, we gotta change trains. Obviously, we don't have time to go and poke around Briarhard, because we already dealt with that chapter a while ago. plenty of people getting off. We get off. We stand around for a moment to get on the train. Celine follows on. Seriously, that cat really shouldn't do that. That's very dangerous thing to do. We travel our way down to Legram. At about 11:30, we get to see that we're in the forests. The land's maiden, Leanne Sandlot, was born in Legram. Who knows who? Well, it's a good thing that was many a generation ago and definitely can't exist in any way, shape or form. Crossbell. No, I actually have a bone to pick with Charles to assure, so excuse me while I rant. The only fight is bullshit, end of story. Oh, you just gotta go to half health. Yeah, thanks for not... Oh yeah, oh, sure, I'll get to half health when she S-grafts me. Turn 1 20,000 times. And I wish I was exaggerating, but that's actually not far off to the actual amount of times I lost to that fight. Like it's actually not fair when that happens, because I just then get the opinion of thinking, oh, okay, so you just don't want me to finish the game. It's like, because like every other fight, because once I got past that massive roadblock, every other boss fight was actually quite simple to do. Like, the one at the top of the tower, of Orcus Tower, was literally just, oh, okay, I just need to position Lloyd one side, Wazzy the other side, they can just start pummeling the boss, and then make sure Tio and Dudley weren't stuck in front of the boss in case it chose to target them, because it had massive AoEs, and I learned my lesson from playing too much Final Fantasy. Oh, Dawn Trail's a thing, and I want there to be a Corsair class. I just want to be a pirate. I want it to be called Swashbuckler. Yeah. I want a Swashbuckler. I want a pirate. I just want to be a pirate. Oh, I was skipping through a text. Klaus, Laura's butler, has managed to sneakily appear right in front of them. Although apparently his age is getting to the best of him at this point, so that's just unfortunate. May he rest in peace at some point in the future of the series, when he unfortunately dies. Though it'll probably not be one that we'll hear of. I think he's still alive in Reverie. Because it's just like, oh, an old man that was really good with a sword. Okay, whatever. There's plenty of people that have to be really good with a form of sword. And so, we get escorted to the mansion. This is just how it is. The fog is definitely quite a bit about. I know what it's like to have to walk about in fog. I think it's a curse of being too close to a river, but I could be wrong. Of course, there's some animism stuff there, and of course a statue of Leanne Sandlot with some Eisenwitter knights. Tradition is a key thing here. And the town notices that Laura's back. Yay! For Laura, she would have ended up being back if she left as part of a Lord thing. She would have been back anyway, so it's kind of silly that is a little bit. But yeah, you know. Use is getting a bit of angst from his father not being as good, or the town being as friendly, or his land being as friendly. And this certain blonde-haired man is back. We saw him last time in Hard. His name's Toval. If I hadn't already said that during Hard, his name's Toval Ranador, a bracer. And he notices Celine, but doesn't care. It's like, nah, okay, cat, whatever. As he's gonna be, we're gonna be having to head to the Racer Guild, as he will be handing us our tasks. Okay, we'll just talk about the stairs. Training school. Well, training hall specifically. This is apparently Klaus has beaten Laura repeatedly, so but you know what? He's definitely got the experience to yield stuff. Laura is here to be our guide, since Viscount Arseed is not here at this moment. Everyone gets to just settle in quickly. Boys in one room, girls in the other. Fair enough, simple enough. No need to say any more than that. And the lake is massive. This view would be better if there wasn't any fog, obviously. And there's Legram Castle. Legram Castle. It is, warning, a spoiler alert, it is a dungeon we're going to have to deal with later on. But point being is that it's a castle. It supposedly was where Leanne Sandlot used to live before her death. And ultimately, it doesn't really matter too much at that sense. All of our tasks are handled by the Bracer Guild here. And before anyone jumps down my phone and goes, hang on a second, a Bracer Guild in Erebonia? They're going to tell me that pigs are flying. Well, yes, there is a Bracer Guild in this part of Erebonia. The reason for it is because, well, okay, I guess we'll close our shop. No, you don't have to. Oh, okay then. That's probably how their conversation went, though more thematically with the characters that be involved. So yeah. Anyways, our tasks at hand will be to do various things.
Inside a circle. Any idea what it means?
Animism
No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
is my logic there.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
I have to hear about religion again. It's year 8 all over again. No. No. Okay. Anywho. Yeah. So, Bracer just randomly being in prayer hard. Obviously, the government's like, oh, hold on a second, these Bracer fellas are doing the things that we could just do if we just have 1,000,000 soldiers. Let's kick them to the curb. It's why, although that being said, the number of times some of the Bracers in Crossbell are listed as Erebonia, as what they are up to. So I assume that means that they do travel past Gorelia on occasion to do various things. We know Arios definitely did. And Toval opens the door, so we get to handle stuff. So we know of all of 2 Erebonian Bracers, Toval and Sarah. And Sarah's not even from Erebonia, so we know 1, unless Toval comes from somewhere else, in which case we know 0 Erebonian Bracers, yay! But but speculating on someone's backstory aside, and Toval explains how it was not a coinkydink that he was there for during their field study in Breyerhard for the purposes of being able to maybe help them out if they need it. Apparently pretending to just be some random twat was harder than it may seem. Considering that was the first time they met him, I would have assumed that sort of role would be very easy to do. People like Sarah work in different fields, i.e. instructing at the force, or they went elsewhere. See Crossbell, LaBelle, Le Mans State, Calvert even. Because at the end of the day, being a bracer is how they make their living. So if they're getting told, no, you can't do work here, then you're going to have to go somewhere where you can do work, unfortunately. Milliam considers Claire's workload as a reason as to why she hasn't found herself a boyfriend. What if Milliam, she didn't like men? What then? That's very homophobic of you, Milliam. Tee. But, okay, me trying to cancel a 13-year-old aside, honestly, so Claire embodies, what, Japanese workload? I don't know. I don't want to speculate on cultures of workloads, seeing as what I'm doing is just playing a video game. I've just noticed that some of the text is actually obstructed by the camera. That's always a fun thing to learn. Let's just maneuver everything to a different corner. Actually, you know what? Let's not. You know. God damn it! Now I'm gonna have to try and. There we go. That works. You know what? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the dialogue's the dialogue. Need I say more? Wait, who are we talking about? Because who are we talking about being an S-rank? I forget who they're referring to, because I know they're talking about Cassius, who was indeed an S-rank, but has chosen to stop being a bracer. It's very easy to do that, I would say. Anyway, we gotta go and have a training bout in the archery at school. We gotta go and kill a crocodile, or rather 2 of them, and we gotta go and make some lamps, not be running low on energy, as it were. So, yeah, we're now off to do our quests. Toval's here if we need a hand in anything. And I'm going to intentionally go to the store first, not because I want to do the side quest first. Trust me, when we are doing the side quest, we'll also be doing the monster extermination, but I want to get the equipment. Waterloo's store is actually also contains an arms noble factory that is owned by this guy called Duncan. Let's accept the request. Dialogue to do with the fact that we need to replace a whole bunch of lights along the entirety of the highway we can go down. So we can just double check that we've opened everything that we want to open. We haven't opened everything because we've still got these slots, but they just cost too much. They cost too much too often, and we don't need any of these, so I haven't bought them yet. Right, okay, what was I looking for? Ah, yes, there. Right, exchange. We've got some Sebith mass from the previous stuff. Weaponry, I want to get the better sword for Ween and the better sword for Laura. That will... Let's get golden mail for Milliam for now. We'll work on some of the other ones in a moment in terms of having, because the armor is going to have to last us not just this place but Gorelia as well. So that'll be fun, won't it? Welcome to the Edel Highway. It's covered in fog, which gives it quite mystical sense. No, the higher elements aren't in effect, thankfully, so no worries about randomly getting hit with a death blow. Seriously, that would kinda suck. Recently, while we went on the highway, I saw like some supposed streams of Cold Steel, and I'm thinking like, how do people do 6-hour-long streams? I really don't know how people do that, because I know I can play a game for several hours on end in one sitting, but that also requires me to take breaks in terms of needing to use the toilet or needing to grab a bite to eat, because I don't want to be eating on camera, kind of thing. So it
feels almost magical.
So it... Ah, goddammit.
Like if you just wait long enough, you might see a fairy or something.
But it's like, I don't get how people do endurance streams, because the body can only handle so much, and yet weirdly, maybe it's a mental health thing where it's just I'm incapable of streaming for too long without my body just going, no, we gotta do literally anything else, please. In which case, there's not much I can do about that. Anyways, this is a very simple quest that we're doing, just going through and replacing all the lights along this highway and the next. There's also a chest over here, but there is an enemy that we've got to be careful of.
This might actually be a challenge. My turn.
Oh, we are not linked with anyone right now. Right, let's just get our slash out the way. Oh, there are other enemies. Right, okay, now that I know that. So, fun fact, and this is to date this, I tried practicing the Streamlabs console thing, and I think there's the fact that the delay exists on that end means that you're better off just getting a capture card. The FOD will be there, so it's not like
That's a beautiful looking
I'm talking out my arse. When this is live, I'm probably going to change up how the party is when I get to the Quartz. I'm just going to double check the accessories. Double check the accessories just because, you know, they can cause faint and that can be deliberating.
Oh, the tree comes through here.
That's the Ebel branch line, the same line we traveled here on.
Milliam slept through the last leg of the journey, so fair enough. On that end, why does my face get itchy? One of the things I swear that occurs is that my head just feels like it sweats to no end, and or at least it gets that feeling of like clamminess or something doing this, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but hey, you know, it happens. It could be an anxiety thing, it could be a stress thing, it could just be mental health as a whole. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but it just happens. And it kind of sucks, because it means that I wish I could just get through more of the game at a time, but it just kind of just renders that the longer sessions are more of a, we need to get all this, is more of a, well, you know, I don't go through as much. Oh, I haven't sorted out the other link. Alright guys, could you please not miss, for fuck's sake. Do. The thing is with Trails is that it's a long game. All of them are long. So only being able to do so much a session just kills just how long it takes in real time. Like once the entire series is done, you can think, okay, so this is how long everything is going to take. Oh, I'm Gale possibly? No, okay. I'll hit the same amount regardless of what I do. I forget we have aerial.
No escape. Oh God.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't think I need to aerial now.
How pathetic.
But we did anyway, so, you know. Up here is a chest containing some ground bait, which we don't really use unless we're doing the fishing. And this monster chest, which will contain an accessory, but will also contain a whole load of monsters. My English suddenly deteriorating aside.
I'll handle this.
Okay, so looking at the Twitch app, things are definitely accurate in that sense.
Very well.
Oh, whatever. Where's the sweet tooth? If it still lives in the area, we'll do the trick. Yo man, I hate when I quit. I hate how turbo works in this. But anyway, we get an Abyss Shadow, which you might as well equip. I mean, if you look at it, it is a prevent death by delay and vanish, and it gives you some speed. That's always nice to get. Oh, we did not. Oh, we don't have accessories on people, so yeah. Let's get the Abyss Saddle on to use this, and also Green Pendulum. Why not? Though I don't think I. No, let's I put Cozy Socks on. Let's put the Green Pendulum on Emma, cause then and the Pendulum as well. Caius, Mental Discipline, that works. Okay, so let's switch Emma over into the party, since pretty much everyone here is not going to be getting affected by faint as much. We need to carry on replacing the lamps.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Ah yes, that monster over there, the monster that we're not going to really be heading into. Though, yeah, it's good to point out that dangerous monster may be dangerous indeed. Dangerously dangerous. I'm not doing that. Right, and then there's 2 more lamps and then the one in monster. And that is all the light. No, wait, it's not all the lamps. Did I miss one? Okay, I might have missed one then. That. Well, regardless, just have to. We'll take down the crocodile thingy at this conjunction because we're literally right by it. Yeah, they start a little bit separated, but that's fine. So we can't wait till we go. Oh well.
Let's do this.
My turn.
Actually, can I brilliant spin? Yeah, I can brilliant spin.
No escape.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we only have Soul Blow and Demonic Scythe, and they're not gonna have time related stuff on there. Yeah. Well.
Blade. Go. This is it. Yes, sir. Get up.
My turn.
Oh, thank goodness it missed. No!
It's my turn. Hear me.
Well, at least we have Serene Blessing,
You have my faith.
and we can swap her out as soon as. Or she's going to die again before we can do so. That's always fun. Although I am just going to cast Crystal Flame because that makes sense. So if I've got how that works, we are definitely Till Blaming Laura, otherwise she will die again, and I'm not going to be too happy about that. Are they healing off of the bites? Because if so, that's not good.
Okay.
Let's just Demonic Scythe anyway, because if I check, yeah, you can't death blow them, which is a shame, but
Your turn.
I think I'd much rather not. Okay, that's not going to work out as well. Let's rush.
Yes, sir. Get up.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Oh yeah, guys, it's nav. Well, I made a mistake.
Okay. Hear me.
Best I can do is just heal and hope that he gets up eventually. Which is unlikely.
My turn. Second form. Get him.
Okay.
I can't wait for that. Swing blessing it is then. Although it's good that they've got a target at least. Really saves me that hassle.
Yes, sir.
Fuck it, flame slash.
Here I go.
I did that purposely, but I feel like I didn't need to now. I wasted the CP. Ah, damn it. Ah, well, though. We did it. We beat the monster. Brave reaches level 3, which means it's got more strength and more strength upon it when you're at low health.
I'm awesome. Making progress.
Just getting started.
Yay. It's not Milliam's first monster extermination use this, as you can do the monster extermination mission in the Highlands and the last bit with Milliam in the party, and you're there for that actually. Use this, you dumbwit, or whatever words to use. Right, anywho's, I need to see where the fuck I missed the lamp. Oh, literally that one right there. You got to be kidding me. Well, me making that mistake means that, thankfully, once you do all 14 lamps, you do just get to go back to... Oh, no, you don't. Okay, maybe that's a VS forfeit. I swear I swear one of the missions just allowed you to just teleport back. Or I'm thinking of a different mission again. And in which case, ignore me. We did your help. Now travelers can do traveling when they don't want to use a train. And we get a crystal flood quartz out of it. It is rather coincidental that it's all gone at the same time, apparently. That is convenient, actually. I mean, it would be real convenient if suddenly all the lights in your place of residence happened to all collectively go out, and it wasn't the fact that the electrics went. That would be a massive coincidence. It's just end of story. Anyways, I really wish I didn't use Milliam's S-Craft there, because I kind of would have not minded having it for the next bit. Actually, I think the game lets me decide on how I want my party formed. So... Or it forces me into using a specific lineup. So, anywho, monster extermination completed. Our only other major quest to do is some training here in the hall. And it makes sense. Students of an esteemed military academy takes on some students of an esteemed swordsmanship school. It's a great idea to just get that bit of experience of what if you had to fight people who knew other fighting styles. So these are all beginner levels, so you just gotta exercise some level of caution. Don't kill them, obviously, that would be rather dumb to do. And so the quest begins. We're forced into having this party. Laura sits out for obvious reasons, and Milliam because it would be unfair to use a combat doll on them. Miriam wants to fight, but nope. Begins. And then we just get to have a black screen as we get told about this amazing battle that happened off screen. So how's the weather for anyone who happens to be watching this? Say something in the comments below in terms of how the weather is like when you watch the video. Back on YouTube. The battle is now done. We have successfully managed to win, and I didn't even need to press many buttons. Obviously. It's just, why not have a fight with them? Like, god damn it. Though we do get something out of this. Because Miriam wants to fight. Like, goddamn Super Saiyan fucking bullshit. Miriam would do well in a shonen. Just, I want to fight. Okay. Although, probably actually not. Laura also wants to actually have a match against someone. And Klaus volunteers to be the opponent. Which means, oh dear, we're going to get beaten up. So we get to... Well, I mean, at least we got Laura and Miriam, so... It's not a complete and utter, oh dear lord, why not? Why are we doing this to ourselves? However, we do have to make our decision as to who will be joining us in terms of a 4v1 against Klaus. So we have to choose between Emma, Eustace and Gaius. I'm going up for Eustace for this one. And so a boss fight against Butler Kraus, or Master Kraus, depending on your position to him. He can be inflicted with Poison, Blind, Burn, Freeze, Nightmare and S-Down, which doesn't do anything on these sorts of enemies, and is just normal elemental efficiency because human being. Prepare your links, and maybe you should ideally have prepared yourself a little better, Chris, god damn it. But regardless, just keep in mind he is actually a lot stronger than he lets on.
Very well.
Oh, I only have you know what? I'll take the Impassion actually. Oh no, Wing got sealed. No. That much means that usage then. Nearly up. He has 49,900 health to get through.
My turn.
But on the bright side, he doesn't have bullshit like self-heal mechanics to get through. And I'll be honest, a boss fight that heals itself continuously is a boss fight that actually has a lot more health than it actually states it has, because you have to get through more. Key example is if you are anything but neutral in Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, where in actuality the boss that hates the fact that you're not neutral decides, oh, what's that? You got me to my lowest health, to no health. Actually, no. I'm now back at full. I was like, well, that you're not. It's not fair in that sense. Okay, we're getting reamed, and Miriam is just missing continuously. Like, at least people are starting to hit.
Very well. Now is our chance. Don't let it pass. Right. Go. Arcus, activate.
Yes, sir. Get him.
My turn.
I'm gonna use this frozen moment to hill.
I'll handle this. My turn.
Okay, now we actually have access to things like Arc Slash again, because it's not sealed, so...
Right. Shatter.
My turn.
Let's Moonblade.
My turn. Get up.
This old dog still knows a few tricks.
Oh no!
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Frost Edge!
Here we go.
Okay, we're out of
Second form.
EP for the time being, so god damn.
Very well.
Game!
Shatter. Here I go.
My turn. Now's your chance.
An opening.
Here we go. Now's your chance.
An opening. Here I go. My turn. Tuck. Now.
Won't give up.
Alright, okay, that's...
My turn.
He's on just over 10,000, so ideally what I'd want to do is... Oh, I really don't have that many reviving bonds.
I suppose I should thank you.
Of course. Shatter. Now. Read.
Just as I hoped.
Yeah, you didn't stand a chance.
I didn't usually spend most of that fight on the ground, Milliam. I think he actually did stand quite a bit of a chance.
Not bad.
Radiant Wings has just been learned by Laura upon level up, which gives her insight and an increasement to her strength and defense at the cost of her art strength and defense. Did they seriously defeat Master Clouds? Yes. Yes, we did. Though it was a team effort at the end of the day, not a one-on-one affair, so... Incidentally, Master Ween, as long as they see the skills of repetition of the at least one blade style firsthand, this guy not had any time to... Okay, yeah, the whole holding back thing. Ween still holding back. Ogre form. And the request is fulfilled, meaning we've done our request. Yippee! Yay! Laura has proven that, well, her training while being at force has gone swimmingly. So, I mean, I think that's it for this day. I think we get the stuff done on this day and then there's not much else. We get a Krillin as an award and Radiant Dance become Radiant Worlds. And we get to just leave. It's now evening. How lovely. Ah, and the mist is cleared a bit, so you can actually get a better look at that lake. Yeah, this lake is a lake. Oh, and there's a thing down there. So we head down here. Oh, I know, that's just the standard. That's just the standard ship. I thought that was the noble stuff. That stuff doesn't happen yet. Let's be smart and rest here to get our CP back. wonder if Falcom ever regret calling their non-art skills as crafts and then having CP as the acronym. I doubt it, but you know.
We're back.
Today was so much fun!
Seems my timing could hardly have been better.
By God, is that the sounds of? Why, it is. It's Viscount Arseed.
Father?
He's retumphed to Legram.
When did you get... When only Klaus came to greet us, I assumed I wouldn't be seeing you while I was in Legram.
Fortunately, I was able to take some time away from my engagements to see you and your class. And while I was in town, I also had some business to attend to with the guild.
Yay, fatherly love. I wish I knew what that was like.
Seems you've grown since I last saw you.
Father, please don't treat me like a child, but it's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Yay, touching reunion.
These must be your friend.
Right. These are my classmates from class...
These are specifically the ones for this field study. The other ones have fucked off to elsewhere.
Then let me welcome you to Legram. I'm Viscount Arseid, the ruling... My daughter has told me all about you and her letter. So it's a pleasure to finally be able to put faces to the names.
Yay. So I assume you're the one called Elliot. No, I'm Ween. Damn it. And first impressions forever ruined. Nah, okay, I'm joking around, but still. Yay! We get to have Viscount Arseid with us for a lovely dinner as we do a whole bunch of panning to the mansion. Food. Admiring of the food is occurring. I don't think it was exactly a wild boar anymore. If you happen to have caught it to kill it, it can't be wild in the wild anymore. Eustace is, of course, troubled by his family's wrongdoings, as it were. It's entirely his dad's doing. Rufus, however, nah, he would never do anything evil. Definitely not. Yay. Arseid can immediately tell, without even seeing Veen swing his sword, that there's clearly something troubling him. Of course, masters of different schools know each other. Well, during his past life, where is young Clive Bay during Cold Steel? And well, at least Cold Steel 1 and 2, because I know in Cold Steel 4, I think, either Cold Steel 3 or 4, Wing gets a letter that's to do with, like, oh, he's off dealing with some kind of desertification occurring eastwards, but other than that, like, where is he during Cold Steel 1? Because he certainly ain't in Crossbow. Or is there just a clause that we're only allowed to see one person actually utilising the at least one skills per region? So Ween here, Arios in Crossbow, Annalise in LaBelle. Cassius would technically also count, but he tends to use a staff instead. Whoever shows up in Calvard. because I think there is one. I'm not. I don't know if there is or fully or maybe I do and I'm just being dumb and forgotten. Anyways, Reen and RC are now going to duel, which I like. This is a foregone conclusion. Yes, duel. This is gonna be a sweep. This is. It's a wipe.
Receiving instruction from him would be one thing, but to duel him looks like the odds aren't in his favor.
Reen, please reconsider. You too, Father. Stop this nonsense.
Boys, stop being boys.
Stay out of this. This duel is between Reen and myself. Are you certain this is what you want?
I am. It's an honor to have the opportunity to test my mettle against the renowned Radiant Blade Master. Thank you for accepting.
I admire your spirit. Now, show me what a swordsman of the Eight Leaves is capable of.
Someone who couldn't even get past beginner stage of Eight Leaves 1. Yeah, that's definitely not going to end poorly.
You can wield such a massive blade so deftly with just one hand?
That's Galan Charles, a great sword that's been passed down in the Arcade family for generations. It was once wielded by the ancestor of our house, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
I can sense incredible power within him, which means that against him...
I just noticed that it looks like Reen's dislocating his hand doing that, like the way he holds it. But obviously it's not dislocating it, because if you actually try doing that, it's like, yeah, you can pretend to hold a sword like that, but then it's like being able to navigate it. Yeah, Reen clearly has some strength in him, just... And so, on to this fight. We do no damage. We are fucked. Well, I guess our only solace is we can Flame Slash. For no damage! Yippee! Might as well just... He missed! How did he miss? Oh, he did a thing. Well, I'm just gonna just walk off and just hope that... He's not even S-crafting. God damn it. He's not even S-crafting. I was thinking of like, oh, I'll just leave, wait for him to beat me up and all that, but no. Well, Reen up. It's not beating me up unless the fourth wall that's been shattered, which it hasn't.
This is why I tried to stop them. I could barely even see what happened.
So supposedly the fight occurred within like a couple of seconds, so to be like, oh, we just see him get knocked on his ass.
What are you doing? This duel is not yet over. To your feet at once.
Father?
I know you're capable of more than this, but if you're still too afraid to assert your true strength, then I have...
Arcee is literally going to attempt to murder the fuck out of Reen.
No. Too slow.
And Reen transforms into ogre form. Though even then, Arcee's just dodging. Truly, Arcee is a master of the Dark Souls.
Excellent. This is the power that slumbers deep within.
And yet we don't get access to the Steel Quartz still
Continue
too.
to cower in the face of it, you'll remain forever at a...
And now we enter battle again, this time with a whole lot more health, and Reen having now more yellow, whiter hair. Now, in later games, the names of the crafts will actually change, but in Cold Steel 1, since this is the second of the two fights you actually get in this form, they don't change. It's just still Omnica/Scale. So, you know, there's no need to think about it too much. We're just gonna go for the fight as you're meant to. Just press A a whole bunch, or whatever your button is, just attack, because this is a forced failure fight. Although we do still some damage within gameplay, that means that, hey, you know... Ooh, we have 100 CP. Let's do a Flame Slash. We get the more this type of flame for the Flame Slash. Shame we can't see what it looks like as an Azure's flame slash, but nah well. Yeah, we don't really deal much damage. He's just spamming Radiant Spin. I kind of was hoping for him to S-Craft. But I guess he doesn't need to, so... Or you have to hit a particular threshold for him to go, oh, right, okay, right, fuck you, yeah! Green goes down, because of course he does.
Wow.
Yeah. Why Reen asked the Viscount for it. You fool. You shouldering such a burden alone all this time?
Yeah, get ready for 3 additional games after this with that, and maybe 4 with Reverie. I really need to actually play that.
Father, there was no need.
He held back.
He held back. I admit defeat. I'm honored to have seen the radiant.
We didn't get to see the signature technique. The game just kind of didn't use it.
You're finally starting.
Damn it. And all that.
What we call power is simply a measure of one's raw strength. Without knowing how to properly apply it, it has no real meaning. When you
Arcee proceeds to teach Reen a lesson
Right.
about how
Get what my master was trying to teach me.
about the understanding of how to control one's inner power or something along those lines. Just
I'm afraid understanding that is only going to make me even more uncertain.
Reen.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. Stand up, dust yourself off, and step forward. Grapple with that fear each day if that's what it takes. Uncertainty weighs
you
on
know,
the hearts of all.
it's people like Viscount Arcee that really makes me wish there was like some kind of crossover Fire Emblem Heroes with this, and just have like some of the unit, and just because some of them would actually would fit quite well in a Fire Emblem setting. Actually, I would say. I wish Streamlabs console worked the way that I would love it to, because I have several games that I would love to play. But that's for now. I'll wait until I have access to a capture card. Well, buy a capture card. Anyway, middle of the night occurs. Miriam sound asleep. Good. However, Emma decides to look forlornly at the castle.
Mist seems to have cleared. So, that's the Saint's castle. You can't come out right now. Someone might know.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. The Radiant Blade Master may be scarily perceptive.
Honestly.
Well, what do you think? I'm not sure how much we can count on the bull.
Oh wait, you knew that Wayne was potentially meant to be more likely for that sort of thing?
Found what he needs to move.
Oh, right, okay, so you just wanted to kill his sister for no reason then.
I'm still not certain he's going to make it into.
That's not for us.
Could possibly make it time if you helped a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep. I'll forever keep ragging on Emma over what she does in Cold Steel 1. Like, seriously.
I don't want you to do anything.
Could have been more helpful a lot sooner. That might have been a little bit more helpful. Or maybe it would have been worse off. I don't know.
Fine. Setting that aside. I'm sure you've already sensed it, but there's definitely something inside that castle. That place is out of our jurisdiction, but
Me too. I suppose all we can do is point Laura toward it and hope she notices too.
Man, it's a good thing that Western Class 7 are either just not in the castle, not in the mansion, or busy sleeping.
Drinks are on me someday.
Sure they are, Sarah. Sure they are. Anywho, and our second day of being in Legram. Let's do the walking. It's a nice, clear day today, which means we get to see the lake in full effect. Whoopee! And over there's the Southern Province. Which means, yes, you could get across a good chunk of air by a fire boat. Queen is apologising for dueling Arcee yesterday. Wayne continuously gets the same flashback of what happened in the past. Yes, Miriam, let's just be transformed for as long as possible. That'd be a great idea. Ring gets to understand himself a bit better. Yay! Character development. Anyways, in the Bracer Guild, Turtle congratulates Speed over getting his ass handed to him, but hey, you know, that's how it is. Anyways, our next objective for the day is to solely do two things. So we've got an offering to the departed. Someone at the chapel wants our help, and there's a monster of some unknown quantity on the evil highway that we kind of have to deal with. As in, it's urgent, so we have to. So we're not actually being forced to do that much, in fact. So anyways, offerings to the departed, solely within the Gram, to begin with at least. Head on upwards to the chapel, and the quest will be begun by you talking to the NPC. Sister Vermanis? The Wammis? Request is to collect some ingredients to make some cookies. Slash biscuits slash whatever. As it's apparently to do with church, various religious services that they do here. Oh, not biscuits or cookies, pretzels. I'm dumb. To be fair, I may or may not have sped through Cold Steel recently, and definitely didn't forget to do this quest. So for the monster ingredients, you do have to go to the highway to collect them if you don't happen to have them in your inventory already, but as for the other resource, we do need to head up to the mansion to be able to potentially get from the chef. And they're over in this room. White seed obtained. Right, we need to check actually. Do I have 5 high paladin and 5 gladiton? Oh, we've definitely got plenty, okay. We don't even need to go out onto the highway, though we probably would, although we do have to go out on the highway anyway. We'll just get this done with a lot easier. A trial badge gets made for them to try out, and they have the sign with as the same symbol that is on the statue. William has pretzel power. Obviously, pretzel power is better than any other kind of power. I say unconvincingly, due to my lack of having pretzels. Well, we offered a prayer, which is good. We've been doing the whole religious thing, bravo to us, I guess. Now, I suppose gods aren't going to smite us the moment we step out of the church. Although that would be kind of funny if we just took one step out of the chapel one time and just suddenly just a massive lightning bolt hits us. It'd be good if we had resistance to lightning, but unfortunately most human beings don't have that power, believe it or not. Okay, let's head into the store. Let's exchange some of this while we're at. Get a bit more extra money for various defences. I think I'm gonna get a few golden thread shoes for defenseness. Oh, we had to check it out once. In that case, oh, do we still have the lazy triggers? How are they? Oh, they're better in terms of other factors. Right, that is better than what we had overall, so now I am going to rest at the inn to reattain some CP for Ween, so that because we are going to be heading out onto the highway to deal with this mysterious monster. Being able to see the highway without all that mist. A luxury we will not be getting much of, unfortunately, as it's very much even more foggy when we get back here in Cold Steel 2, so yeah. Also, when we get over towards this tree branch, now that we can physically see more about it, we get told, we get a bit of dialogue, and then we get to as long as the character has a strike of B or more on them, and I'm just gonna alter this a little bit. Actually, you know what? Legram does need, I do need to start front. Oh, I'll do it like that, that works.
Yeah, yes sir. There.
William has a high strike value, easily just whacks the tree and enemies.
Here's our chance. Let's smash it.
I'll handle this.
Oh, I'm not doing much damage still.
Second form, Gale! Go!
It's my turn. Here. My turn. There. Yeah. There.
My turn. Arcus activate. My turn.
Here I go.
How pathetic. That should suffice. Very well. I've got this.
Oh yeah, there's one chest over there.
Need to be careful.
I need to remember, there's chests over there though.
Oh wow, there's a river out here.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
My turn. Here we go. Second form. Gale. Now's our chance.
It's my turn.
Increase their defenses. That's the one positive about Quiz and Show. It does give a plus 50% defense boost, so even if the enemy ain't going to be really doing any magical attacks.
Go. Second form. Gale. My turn.
Yeah. Here. Yes, sir.
Very well. My turn.
It's my turn. Let's keep going.
Force has gone upwards.
Oh, a treasure chest.
In this treasure chest we get Dawn Boots. And in this treasure chest we get some Sabbath. Oh, okay, so I might have wasted a bit of money on some of that stuff. But the Dawn Boots are a little bit better than the Golden Thread Boots. So,
A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
and along this highway bit.
Oh, it's so cool here, you'd hardly believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
That's the kind of day you just want. A day that doesn't feel hot but looks just absolutely splendid to just be able to immerse yourself in. Stare out and see the sun. Get skin cancer in 5 different places. No, too edgy? Too edgy. Anyway, an archaism is the mysterious monster we're facing. Players will have already faced this before, but for Class 7 this is their first time seeing this, so fair enough on the whole unknown aspect. Guess CP regen on Ween.
Here we go.
Not motivate Art Clash.
Okay. Gleaming blades. Go. This is it. Green.
Leave it to me.
Here. Here I go. Get up. Now.
My turn. Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
Understood.
Here we go.
It finally got to an attack! Smart Missile, which can cause burn.
Are you alright?
Thanks.
Let's see how these heals mean.
Arcus activate. Yes, sir. Get up. Now's our chance.
There. Very well.
Now.
Go. Go.
And we're done with it. It was just the one and actually quite easy to beat.
You hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Huh. Have I never... I swear I haven't heard that one
I
before.
feel like I'm growing stronger.
Oh well.
Did it.
Nice.
Nice to see that Ween cares. I don't really care whether they get out much as long as they're not dead. Woo, we did it. We beat up a machine. mechanisms can easily end up getting onto the black market, and the moment they do, randomly they can end up like there or something. I don't know. That's usually the explanation they're given when it's not directly linked to a specific group. It's like, oh, they ended up on a black market.
Let's get this over. Very well. Here we go. Another chance.
Yes, sir. It's my.
I'll handle it. Otherwise,
This just has a shining in it. So it has its use for being opened. Right. I just need to double check what ones I've got. I got the Krillin at some point. It's shining. Cross Crusade. Oh god, have I... Oh god, I'm an idiot. Oh no. I forgot to put the fucking quartzes on people. You know, maybe that would have made things a little bit better so far. Right, we definitely got to put stuff on them because for later, yeah, volcanic rain. I'll sort that out later. I'll remember next time. Right, head down here. Oh, occupied. That just shows that one, and now we can just film back to Legram. Oh, I hate when the area of my face gets all itchy. The liner is back, but there's nobles to be had. So Toval is about to pull what I would call a strategic retreat. Since we give the description to Toval and he thinks about it for a moment, he specifically goes off to check more about the actual body itself, and we get to take a look to see more into exactly what's going on here as someone is here to see the Viscount.
strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
Sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Who is this valuable person that we aren't going to be doing much with? Why, it's Duke Kyan, who previously you would have heard of in Crossbell as supposedly being directly linked to the Imperial Liberation Front members that were doing stuff that, you hear this about it from NPCs after the trade conference. Which is yet to happen here in Cold Steel, funnily enough, at this point in time. Two fellas who aren't branded with the emblems they're meant to have on their jackets at this point. They should have, happen to be there as well. Duke Kyan. He's one of the main guys in the Sutherland province, alongside the High Arms. He's definitely got plans in mind, but these two mysterious fellows take interest because of reasons that they're not going to go into. But they know of Class 7, which, finally begun to act. Yeah, it looks like and so the Noble Alliance are going to start doing their whole thing that's about to. So we're getting really close to the Civil War beginning. There's just a couple of chapters still to go though, because we've got to do the whole guerrilla stuff, and then of course there's an entire additional chapter before we get to the finale. Like Arseed has done the smart move, remaining neutral, so he wouldn't have to be classed as a traitor to either side. And it would appear that Ymiri, the source of irony, is also rather more neutral. Fair enough. A level of neutrality is fine until all-out war erupts, because let's face it, then you do need to take a side, because if you take the side that loses, then you're fucked. But if you don't take a side at all, then you still get a little bit fucked over, because it's like you don't actually get to be like, well, you see, I successfully won this, so. Toval returns from looking at the Anchonism. I was able to say it better beforehand, blah. But Toval caught eye of a limo being there, with Rufus getting into it. So Rufus was here for a brief moment, without anyone knowing. No idea why he was here, but we can assume it was Noble faction shenanigans, as per usual. So Toval and Arseed agreed to go off together, skipping through daisies as they plan to do something behind the scenes. And we do get given a quest of a golden catch. This requires doing fishing, and since I haven't really been doing any of the fishing, I don't think I've actually got the rod required to be able to get the fish. Just gonna put it there. So we can just immediately just be done with this bit. And more or less, once we're out of cutscenes, I think we're going to be done with the stream, because I streamed through a time that would be quite nice to have food with. Then again, I was testing Streamlabs console, and yeah, I think I made my opinions known earlier. So ultimately, for those of you on YouTube, do subscribe, do comment, please. I want feedback. And for those on Twitch, just do whatever you can on Twitch as well. We can do the quest if we want to, we don't need to, but yeah. So anyways, that's enough for part 15. We'll be back with part 16 whenever I deign to show my face again. Whenever that will be. Well, I think we've done enough for now. Next time I'll actually put the quartz on the lines that I need to put on and not forget, because next time we're going to be heading into Logwing Castle and then heading off to Corellia. We might do both at the same time, because I don't think it will take us that long, but who knows. See you next time. I really should look at the webcam more often.